Hello, Rome. I never appreciated your art, not knowing ancient symbolism to appreciate it. I dedicate this episode to the ones that stare at art, trying to figure out what the artist is portraying. We'll start at the top with the three, which is representation for the three kings, or three gods of earth. Knowledge of the gods is always at the top. Even the little trees are important. To the right of them, starting at the bottom, you'll see threes. Now, this is where the planet representation comes in. That stands for 9 planets. Even starting down at the branch, you'll see the two knobs and then the three branches at the top. That stands for the 5 planets. You can see with your naked eye. Still at the same tree at the top, the next level you'll count 7 for the 7 planets. Below, I listed the leaves in the groups that they're bunched in. 7 planets, 9 planets, and 5 planets you can see with your naked eye, with a single lonely 3 for the 3 king representation. So in this order, that's Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, the crescent moon, Uranus, and Neptune. It's planet number 9. There's 5 you can see with your naked eye. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury. The Sun and Moon makes 7. Uranus and Neptune again makes 9. Notice the serpent scepter on the same level as his head, which represents knowledge and gnosis. Also, if you count the animals and the people, that equals 9 total. The gentleman sitting down is holding a symbol of something to harness the powers of the planets. We've seen that in petroglyphs all over the world. It's almost similar to Greek art, but the Greeks use more the red, black, white, and gold. I see more green inside of the Romans, which is symbolism for creation that Saturn gives. I think I forgot blue lapis lazuli. Let's move on. Starting from the edge of the border all the way inside to where the girl is, you'll count 5 levels. This represents the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. All you're seeing is directions and frequency patterns. The crown counts 9 for the 9 planets. The harp strings count 5 for the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. And then, of course, you have the tuning fork over top of it, matching your body's frequency with the frequency of the planets above. She has the 5 dots on her shoulder, representing the 5 planets. That's ancient and became the cross. On the chest, you'll see the symbol for 7 planets. 6 dots plus the whole piece equals 7. Starting from the bottom where the ripples are, you'll count 7 for the 7 planets. The next level up, you'll see the row paddles that count 8, but when you group the whole thing together in the cube, that's 9 for 9 planets. If you count the water waves going up, the stripes of light green versus dark green, you'll count 5 light green and then 4 dark green. That totals of 9 planets. The diamonds that look like diamonds count 11, but when you count the border, it equals 12 for 12 constellations. The man in between the middle of the soldiers equals 5 when you add the shields for 5 planets. When you add the 4 soldiers, that equals 9 for 9 planets. Notice the tuning fork at the back of the boat. From the left, you'll see 5 strings going down across the boat. The other side, you'll see 5 strings as well. Notice in the waves at the bottom, you see the 3 red lines. So that would reference knowledge of the gods to access those 7 planets. Ignore that 9 to the top right. That should be 12 for 12 constellations. Now pause your screen if you need to, but when you look at the reef, you'll see 3 at the bottom, 3 white, and then 2 yellow over top of that, and a bushel. That represents 5 planets. If you count each bushel all the way up to the ring represents the 7th planet. Moving on next, there are 4 rings total. This makes the cross shape, representing the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. The cross comes from the X during the Stone Age period and evolved into a plus. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury. The planet on the gentleman's right counts 7. On the left, you'll see a symbol for 3. And at the bottom of his cloak, you'll see 7 lines draped down for the 7 planets. Like I explained in my short video, the leaf crowns are a symbol of power because it symbolizes the planets. Just like flowers and just like some of the animals they chose to represent symbols. You start at the bottom right of the page. We'll start counting the bottom of that rock, which leads up to 4. Then up the branch, you see the 3 that equals 7 for 7 planets. The gentleman's antlers on the right shows 5. And although it's smudged, the one on the left shows 7. Under that bush, you'll see 5 stems that lead up to the tree. That represents 5 planets. The same for the other side of the tree. And under his hand, you see the V-shaped tuning fork. You also see the rock to the left bottom with a cube and then a tuning fork piece next to it. His antlers represents him having the powers of the planets, and more than likely his staff is enchanted. Notice the 4 corners on the edge of the pictures, making the middle 5 for 5 planets. You can see with your naked eye. I took liberty to trace the lines so you can see clearly. The middle really only had some symbolism for 7 on the guy. At the bottom, when you do as above, so below, you'll count 8 up each side. The whole piece makes 9. Also at the bottom, you'll see a beige ripple that counts 5. But when you count the little notches in the middle, it counts 5 as well. So the sides with 2 on each side make 9. So it's a symbol for the 5 planets and the 9 planets at the bottom. All the little smudges in green you see are symbols for the 9 planets. And then when you connect them all together, you see the true purpose of the artist's layout, which is to illustrate the 9 planets. Moving on, every detail is important. Starting at the very bottom, the yellow number 1, 2, 3, I left it blank so you can see the 4, 5 next to that equals the 5 planets. Where you see the blue numbers, they're bunched in the groups of the numbers I labeled. Just pause and follow up the stalk. You'll notice how they're grouped together. Again, keep close attention to the colors of Saturn used in every picture. Look at the double-bordered cube, which represents the double-bordered sun, which is the black sun, Saturn. This illustrates Saturn's purpose to give all life existence, gives us food, clothing, and shelter. You can see the frequency pattern at the edge of the picture with all the colors of Saturn symbolism. Now that's enough art for now, Rome. It's time to get on to some better and bigger things. I will decode this whole entire place. Starting from the outside, you see the double border. I labeled it number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up the building in blue. 5 levels for the 5 planets you can see with your naked eye. Look at the word frequency in the back, and then look at the ripples. Under the frequency pattern, you see the poles used as amplifiers to send everyone's cheers into the heavens. This place is amazing, and I can't wait to decode the inside. I even want to know how many toilets there were. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.